In this video, I want to talk to you about the Juki F600 computerized sewing machine. The F600 is a quilting and garment construction machine, built very solid, has a lot of features that we'll briefly go over for you in this video. The stitches that are built into the machine are very useful in that you have different quilting stitches, garment construction stitches. You'll have several styles of one-step buttonholes that are built into the machine. You have 4 alphabet fonts that are built in. And that's very nice if you want to make a quilt label or a garment tag or just do an initial on a dress shirt to give a professional look to your garment. The F600 computer controls are laid out very easy. You have the touch buttons here that we can relate to our planogram that's built in to the machine, so I can just dial the stitch that I want. The machine is going to show me on the screen which foot I need to have onto the machine. All the Juki feet will have a letter indented into them. So you can reference that to make sure you have the right foot on there so the needle doesn't hit the garment and you get the best results for the stitch that you're doing. You have a toggle dial that will allow you to increase the width and the length on all the sewing patterns, and it will allow you to go down in tenths of a millimeter. Now this machine will go up to a 7mm width on your stitch width, and that's very nice because you can do different things with the applique stitches and the quilting stitches and the decorative stitches by just adjusting the width to give it a different appearance. The machine will have a mirror image function on it, and it has other computer controls like your speed control. This will override our foot control, so I can have the foot control pressed down all the way to get the machine to go as fast as it can. Or if I'm working on a tight project, maybe an expensive piece of material, and I want to make sure I don't make a mistake, I can slow that down. Now you will get an electronic foot control with the machine, and this machine allows us with this foot control, the harder I press, the faster the machine is going to go. But also if I press on the heel, it's going to activate my scissor button. And that is one of the features that most people really do like about computerized machine, is being able to snip the bobbin and top thread just by pushing a button. The machine does have an accessory tray, and it is loaded with accessories. We do have all the accessories listed out on the website. Feel free to check that out. Give us a call if you have questions about those. It does have the drop feed lever, and I can hem a pair of pants, sweatshirt, any kind of cylindrical garment right here. Threading is very easy on this machine. Everything is going to be channeled. Once I come off of the spool pin here, the channel gets everything into my tensions like it needs to be. And then when I get to my needle, I do have a built-in needle threader on the machine to thread that needle for me. It will have the knee lift, and it does come with the knee lift to allow me to raise and lower my presser foot. So just by hitting it with my right leg. And it will be a big extension table as well that comes with this machine. I can take my accessory tray off, and the table is made to fit this model to help support the weight of my bigger projects like quilting or drapes or longer dresses, things of that nature. And I can roll my finished product up within the sewing arm here, because from the needle to the inside of my sewing arm is going to be 8 inches of area, and that gives you a good spacious area and whether to work with. Threading is super easy on this machine. All I have to do is just get the threads into the channel, make sure I have my presser foot in the up position. That releases my tension disc. So I want to make sure I get the thread into my tension. And mentioning tension, this machine will have an automatic tension setting. I can override that if I want to right here, but I leave it on auto, and I've never had a problem in the many years I've been sewing. You do have the top drop-in bobbin, and I can see my bobbin at any given time to make sure I have enough bobbin thread on it. It is channeled as well when we get ready to thread it. It's one little groove it goes into, and you just follow the path along. We'll hit our needle up, needle down button, and that raises and lowers that. But I can also set that so when I'm sewing, there's times I want to have the needle to stop in the down position if I'm appliquing on a garment, or if I need to turn a corner, to make sure all I have to do is hit that button, and it's going to program the machine to whether I'm using my foot control or if I just want to use the start stop button. When I stop the machine, it'll stop the needle in the fabric, but most of the time you're going to want it to stop the needle out of the fabric, so I make sure that I don't damage my needle or break the needle or put a hole in my garment. We'll show you close-up views of the feed dog system. This particular machine offers a box feeding system. The motion of those feed dogs, you do have 7 points that's touching the material as well. That helps to greatly reduce puckering, and also provides consistent feeding on various types of garments, especially when you get to lighter weight materials. You're really going to like the way that this particular machine is designed to feed those materials without chewing them up or puckering the fabric or pushing them down into our throat plate. Now on our screen here, I can get the stitch set just like that I want it. I can move my needle position over. Right here I have it set on straight stitch, and this is another nice feature of this machine, that I can have basically dozens of different needle positions that I can go left of center or right of center just by hitting my width button and having the machine on straight stitch for putting in zippers, cording, and piping. There may be say a shirt pocket or a button or something you're needing to try to get close to while you're doing some decorative sewing. I can move that needle over to be able to do that. And now we'll do a little bit of sewing. Notice how smooth running this machine is. Again, I can speed it up here, slow it down here if I want to. Here's my reverse button, and then when I get finished, I just hit stop. Hit my scissor to trim that thread. The F600 is made for heavier sewing as well. If you're into quilting, maybe you want to just have a machine that you need to every once in a while be able to hem pants, or maybe even do lightweight leather. This particular machine can definitely handle that. Here I've got 8 layers of denim, and notice the high lift under the presser foot. I can raise and lower that presser foot up and get the fabrics up underneath that presser foot. That's going to be huge when I'm doing quilting, or say I'm hemming a pair of pants and I get to the side seam on a pair of pants. I'm able to get my material up under that foot without having to struggle and wrestle with it at the needle. And it'll sew through this like really just like butter. And I can hit reverse to even back tack through that thicker material. The F600 definitely can handle that as well. The machine is very portable, has a sturdy handle built in. You can set it in any kind of sewing machine cabinet, or if you're just sitting on your kitchen table for sewing, it's going to sit there just fine. Ken Sewing Center will be glad to help you with any kind of questions that you may have. This is just a brief overview of this machine. There's a lot more information on our website. By all means, if you need a question answered, give us an email, drop us a call anytime, and we'll be glad to help you.